Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me as I rank every track in Mario Kart 64. This list is not based on the music, and it is my opinion. Remember that. Without further ado, let's jump right in. My pick for number 16 and the worst track has to be Sherbet Land. It's not that it's bad, it's just not as good as the other tracks. What makes this track special is the ice physics. It's tricky to drive in, and how do I never avoid those penguins? But you can't get mad at them. Look how cute they are. This track is still pretty fun, but the ice physics were never my favorite. And that's why it's at the bottom of the list. Number 15 is Frappe Snowland. Am I hating on ice-themed tracks? No, they just aren't the best. This time, there are snowmen. A lot of them. What would happen if you drove into these snowmen? Well, prepare to be blown away. Literally, as these are actually bomb snowmen. They get annoying pretty quickly. This isn't the worst track, but it's far from the best. Number 14 is Muumuu Farm. This track is great, with a nice background, a nice farm theme, and moles that can screw you up. It has one major flaw though, which is that it's too short. Yep, it's very short of a track. You can beat it in 1 minute and 20 seconds if you tried, which is just not enough race. Otherwise, it's great. It's still a lot of fun. Number 13 is Choco Mountain. It's not as short as Muumuu Farm, but it's not a long one. The chocolate theme makes me hungry. Plus, the layout has a nice feel to it. There are a few sharp turns, including one where if you mess up, you're sent back quite a distance. This track contains a few falling rocks too. Nothing too difficult, that's for sure. Overall, this track is pretty fun. Up next, we have Luigi Raceway, the go-to track for beginners. There are a few turns, not very tight ones, might I add, a tunnel, and a hot air balloon that always gives you a blue shell. That's about all there is to this course. There isn't much, but there's a fun time to be had here. But it's the easiest and the worst of the 3 raceways. Number 11 is Banshee Boardwalk. It's a spooky ghost track with the darkness, the bats flying around, and a giant cheep. The turns are annoyingly sharp, and there's one that screws me up every time. But other than that, it's a great track nonetheless. Spooky. Next, we have the infamous Rainbow Road. This track is fun and all, with the massive drop at the start, the chain chomps, and the colorful constellations. It's just way too long. It takes 2 minutes to complete a lap, and there isn't too much challenge. Fantastic music, but that doesn't count. It's fun still, and that's why it ranked inside the top 10. But seriously, this music is amazing. Number 9 is DKs Jungle Parkway. This course is pretty fun. The aesthetics are nice, and I like the jump at the start. This is a well-made track. There are no glaring flaws, and the shortcut you can take in the cave is very easy but still somehow satisfying to do. Overall, a great track. I'm very happy DK got his own. Hashtag Donkey Kong 40 for Donkey Kong's 40th anniversary. Number 8 is Wario Raceway. We're halfway done, and to kick off the second half, we have Wario Raceway. This course has a big jump, like in DK Jungle Parkway. The layout in this course is fantastic, but there are a lot of sharp turns. A great track overall. But remember, we're only halfway done. We still have 7 tracks to cover. Number 7 is Troopa Beach. This track is fantastic, with a nice layout, an incredibly rare but rewarding shortcut, and a few trees that spin you out for some reason. Placement of the ramps feels perfect. I had to put this one high, because I love this track. It's also Keaton's favorite. We ranked every single Super Mario Party minigame together. Check that out, why don't ya? Number 6 is Calamari Desert, a vast desert with a choo-choo train. The train can get in your way sometimes, but it's so satisfying if you just barely pass it. This course is so nostalgic for me, and I love it. Sadly, I couldn't rank it any higher, cause there ain't too much more to it. Choo-choo! Number 5 is Bowser's Castle. This track is quite difficult, as there are plenty of thwomps trying to crush you, a narrow bridge over a lava lake, and much more. Oh, and good luck if you're playing as a lightweight character. You'll be pushed into the lava in no time. As difficult as it is, I always have a good time playing this one. Who do you play as in Mario Kart 64? Leave your answer in the comments below. Next up is Wario Stadium. Let's be real here. This is almost as long as Rainbow Road, but here it isn't a flaw, because instead of just a road with a few turns here and there are jumps, bumps, and a lot more variety than Rainbow Road. Plus, I like how Wario's face is plastered all along the walls. It's so much like him. As I mentioned before, it is pretty long, but it's amazing, this track. Number 3 is Toad's Turnpike. Like Bowser's Castle, this track is also pretty difficult. There are many cars you're going to need to avoid, otherwise you could end up in last place. Why do I love this track, you ask? It's simple. The layout is standard, which makes it all the more fun to avoid the cars. This track is awesome, and that's why it made the number 3 spot. Also, shout out to Beckett and Declan. The runner-up is Wario Raceway. I'm totally biased. This track is the most fun of the 3 raceways, full of turns that aren't too sharp, a big Mario hat in the bleachers, and a big pipe at the end. Plus, it's fun to cut corners with mushrooms. It could be nostalgia speaking, but I absolutely love this track. I'm sure to play it whenever I turn on Mario Kart 64, but they're still number 1. Before we get to number 1, here's a recap of all the tracks we've talked about so far. Finally, my number 1 pick absolutely has to be Yoshi Valley. This track has so many different ways to go. It's so cool. The game can't even tell you who's in first. It's astonishing. One lap you'll be going this way, and another you'll be going that way. This way, each lap feels fresh. And that's why it took the number 1 spot. And that's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. It helps a lot. What's your favorite Mario Kart 64 track? Tell me your opinion in the comments below. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day.